Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Filipino Adventures. What's the first thing I have here? Coffee. Coffee is life. Hey, today I want to talk about something. Talked about many things, but I don't think anybody's ever covered this, but we're going to cover this today. What if you get old? What if your parents can't take care of you? What if your wife is gone? What if your wife cannot take care of you? What about old folks' homes here in the Philippines? Where do the elderly go when the family is no more? Where do you go? Where is there a place that they can take you? Is there a place that you can go? And the problem with that is what kind of cost is it going to be? You guys are going to be pretty surprised. I did some research on this, and depending on where you live, what parts of the Philippines you live, it's going to vary in prices. If you live in a city, it's going to be a lot more expensive than it's going to be in a province. And don't think you're going to an old folks home and you pass. It's going to be easier and cost-wise. So you better save your coin as much as you can. Quite a few guys have asked me this question is, why don't you do a video if you get old and say, I'm single and I want to stay single and I don't have a girlfriend, don't want a girlfriend, don't want a woman. I came here just to live cheap. Well, and I get old, who's going to take care of me? Well, you can have a maid, or you can have a cook, and you can have people help take care of you in a time of need. And they can do that. Ours today is making oatmeal cookies. She lost a little bet today, so she gets to make oatmeal cookies. So, what do you do, and how do you do it? What's the best place to go? Where do you live? So, for instance, you get old or you get sick and you need care. Now, the care here is a little bit different than what you're going to get in the States. As you know, there's different types of hospitals or nursing homes in the USA. There's nursing homes where you're just elderly, you get above the 60, 65, 70 age mark, and you're going, but you're still active, you can still do things, you don't need care as far as hospital care. But you're still active. You can go on tourist things, go on cruises and dances and all that stuff. And there's parks made for that. But here in the Philippines, they don't have that. So say, for instance, you had to go to a nursing home. It's going to cost you anywhere. It varies from $700 a month to $1,000 a month and up. There are some that cost about $2,000 a month, some at $3,000 a month. On the average, where we live in Bukidnon, whether you go to Davao or CDO, or you're down over in Cebu, it's going to end up costing you about $1,000 to $1,500 a month on the average. Now, the care with that is limited. You get food every day. If you had, like you needed more care than normal, the price, of course, will increase. And what I mean by that, oxygen, bedridden, performance as far as going to the bathroom, you need someone carry or change your bag, things like that, diapers, things like that. There's going to be a lot of things that incur in that, and the cost is going to increase. But they have what they call all-inclusive, and you can actually go to, and it's going to cost you about $1,500 to $1,800 a month on the average, and that's 24/7 care. Someone is there. If you need to go to the doctor, there is some that have a doctor on staff, but it's not normal to have a doctor on staff. Locally where we live, they actually take you to the store, they can pick you up, or you got to go to church, they take you to the church, and they pick you back up. And it costs about $700 where we live out in the province. So about $700 is what you'll pay in the province, $700-800 a month for 24/7 care. The good and bad and the ugly about that is the care is going to be limited, and the doctor service is going to be limited, because what is going to be by that is there's no doctors on staff. If they got to take you to the clinic, got to take you to the hospital. Sometimes you may not be able to find a doctor, or a doctor may not be able to be available. Even my doctor, I text him and I call him. I'm out and about and away from my house now. We're out. And so I need to ask about my leg. Well, you know what? He's not available. So even me, and I have his phone number, he's not available. Texting, and maybe he's overwhelmed. Doctor's overwhelmed here. In fact, he's stressed out. Right now there's a need for doctors. There's a need for people here to help take care of things. It's just kind of hard for people to find a good doctor. And even me, you know, I find that I have the same situation with me. But I know as time goes on, it's going to get easier and easier because they're going to help the aged. So what kind of life will you have? Are you going to have existent life? Now, in the States, they have Medicare and Medicaid, which will give you care. Whether it's good quality care, I don't know. My mother had good quality care in the place that she was at. Here, it may be questionable whether you're going to get that care. I don't know. From what I've seen, they do care, but it's limited, very limited. They pick you up, take you home, they'll feed you. As far as the other stuff is concerned, there's extra fees involved into that. But we had quite a few elderly that I've met that live in the aged homes. They call it elderly aged homes here, home for the elderly, and so you just have to plan for that. So that's today's video. I want to thank everybody for always watching. I'll see you guys next time.